8K televisions have been sitting on store shelves for years. They offer 4 times the resolution of 4K and 16 times the resolution of full HD. But there's one big problem. You can buy an 8K TV today, yet you can't buy a single 8K Blu-ray movie. So what happened? Wasn't physical media supposed to evolve beyond 4K? And in an age where streaming dominates entertainment, does physical media ever have a future? Today we're exploring whether 8K Blu-ray will ever become reality, what the future of 8K TVs looks like, and where physical media may be headed over the next decade. The history of home video has usually followed a simple pattern. DVD replaced VHS, Blu-ray replaced DVD. Then Ultra HD Blu-ray brought us 4K resolution with HDR, wider colour gamut and higher bit rates. Now naturally people assumed that 8K Blu-ray format would be next. After all, television manufacturers spent years promoting 8K as the future. Companies showcased enormous screens with stunning levels of detail. Trade shows were filled with promises that 8K would become the next major leap in home entertainment. But unlike previous transitions, something unexpected happened. The content never arrived. There are several reasons. First, storage limitations. A standard Ultra HD Blu-ray disc holds between 66 and 100 gigabytes of data. Even today's 4K movies often push those limits. An 8K movie with HDR and high quality audio would require dramatically more storage. Manufacturers would likely need an entirely new disc format. And that would mean new players, new manufacturing equipment, and licensing standards. All of that costs money. But storage isn't the biggest problem. The real issue is demand. Most consumers never fully embraced physical media after streaming took over. In fact, many people don't even own a Blu-ray player anymore. For movie studios, creating a brand new format only makes sense if millions of customers are ready to buy it. And right now, there's little evidence that audience exists. Another challenge is that very little content is actually produced in native 8K. Many Hollywood films aren't even finished in true 4K. Visual effects workflows can be incredibly expensive. Rendering movies in 8K significantly increases processing requirements, storage needs, and production costs. Even when movies are captured with high-resolution cameras, they're often mastered at lower resolutions during post-production, and as a result there isn't a massive library of native 8K content waiting to be released. Studios would be creating a format without having enough material to fill it. Now this leads to an uncomfortable question. Do consumers even need 8K? For many viewers the answer is surprisingly complicated. The benefits of 8K become most notable on very large screens or when sitting usually close to the display. On a typical living room television, many people struggle to distinguish between high quality 4K and true 8K content. Now manufacturers know this. That's why modern 8K TVs increasingly focus on AI upscaling. Instead of waiting for native 8K content, processors attempt to make lower resolution images look sharper and more detailed. In some cases, the improvement is impressive, but it also means that the success of 8K televisions no longer depends on native 8K media. Ironically, 8K TVs may survive even if 8K content never becomes widespread. At first glance, streaming appears to have won. It's convenient, it's instant, and it requires no shelves full of discs, but physical media still offers several major advantages. Video quality, audio quality, ownership, and reliability. A 4K Blu-ray can deliver dramatically higher bit rates than most streaming services. That often means cleaner images, fewer compression artifacts, and superior sound. Physical media enthusiasts frequently point out that streaming quality can fluctuate depending on internet speeds and platform limitations. A disc delivers the same experience every time. And perhaps most importantly, you actually own it. Streaming libraries change constantly. Movies disappear. Licensing agreements expire. Services shut down. A disc on your shelf remains accessible regardless of corporate decisions. If 8K Blu-ray never arrives, what comes next? One possibility is that physical media becomes increasingly specialised. Instead of mass market adoption, it may evolve into premium collector formats. Think vinyl records. Vinyl didn't beat streaming. It survived by becoming something different. Collectors value the artwork, packaging, ownership, and experience. Movies could follow a similar path. Future releases may focus on deluxe editions, steelbooks, limited releases, and premium presentation rather than chasing higher resolutions. And this is becoming more of a popular trend year on year. Another possibility involves solid-state storage. Imagine movies sold on high-capacity flash cartridges instead of optical discs. Technically, it's possible, but it would require an industry-wide shift and consumer demand that currently doesn't exist. For now, Ultra HD Blu-ray remains more than capable of delivering exceptional quality. Here's the fascinating part. Resolution may no longer be the most important factor. Future display technology could focus entirely on different improvements. Brighter HDR, better contrast, higher frame rates, more realistic colours, micro LED displays, advanced AI processing, glasses-free 3D, and perhaps even immersive holographic experiences far beyond today's televisions. The next revolution in home entertainment may not be about packing more pixels onto a screen. It may be about creating a more realistic image overall. So, will 8K Blu-ray ever be released? Never say never. Technology has surprised us before, but based on current market trends, the chances appear increasingly slim. The economics aren't there, the content isn't there, and consumer demand remains uncertain. Meanwhile, 4K Ultra Blu-ray continues to deliver outstanding quality that satisfies even the most demanding home cinema theatre enthusiasts. And as for physical media itself, its future may look smaller than it once did, but smaller doesn't mean extinct. Just as vinyl found a new life in the streaming era, physical movies may continue to survive as premium collectibles for people who value ownership, quality, and permanence. And perhaps that is the real future of physical media. Not mainstream, not dominant, but cherished by those who refuse to let their movie collections exist only in the cloud. So what do you think? Would you buy an 8K Blu-ray player if one existed? Or do you think 4K Blu-ray is already the final chapter for optical media? Let me know down in those comments, and don't forget to like, please give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell for more deep dives into the future of technology and home entertainment. Thanks for watching. See you next time.